that feel to captain Australia to the match that actually sows all the ashes and it's not going to be a draw now or anything like that?
It hasn't quite sunk in yet. There was just so much drama in that game and so much mental capacity taken up watching DLS, watching run rates, radars. So it hasn't. Weird way to finish. Well, not finish the Ashes. Weird way to wrap up and win them outright. Relieved. Happy to win it this early. It'd be nice when we get a chance as a group to properly celebrate together. But job not done. Still 2 really big games to go.
Were you always confident you'd get it done there at the end when Heather was going well?
Well, to start with, I wasn't sure we'd get back on in the first place. And that was a mind game in itself. When we were up by a run, they were up by a run. And when we come off, I was, a little bit annoyed that I might have let things slip and could have done things differently. So happy to get back on. And then Heather batted really well and really threatened to take the game away from us. I knew that we just needed, dots and ones and a couple really big deliveries to keep pushing that run rate up. But she came out with really good intent and was hitting them really clean. That would be pretty special to us. The Ashes last year, retaining them in England, didn't quite sit well with us, and we've been hungry for a while and looking forward to these Ashes for a very long time. We've been playing some really good cricket, but still feel like there's areas to improve. And I'm pretty excited playing at home at Adelaide Oval and then that MCG test match. Test matches don't come around too often, let alone a pink ball day night at the MCG. So we are very excited and very keen to finish off the series really well. And our messaging is we just keep saying that it's not over yet, we're not done. So we're fully focused at the job at hand.
What about your own form, Tahlia, the last few games? Beth said after the last game she thought you'd unlocked your game again. Do you feel you've hit your stride again, particularly with the bat?
Yeah, I was really disappointed with the way I batted in the first 2 games. Went away from my natural game a little bit. I like to take the game on. I like to play, move around the crease, and I sort of went away from that and went into my shell a little bit the first 2 games. So went back to a blueprint that has worked for me in the past, and just trying to be a bit braver, a bit more fearless, and lucky enough that it's come off for the last couple of games. But Grace was huge for me today because I was scratching around a little bit and struggling, and she came out and took the pressure off me and just freed me up a little bit at the back end as well.
Were you confident that was enough on board?
It was a pretty nice batting wicket, and we know how hard England come, especially in the power play, and how much firepower they've got within their batting. I thought it was probably par. I knew we'd have to bowl really well, and I thought we'd have to take wickets in the power play. Probably par, but from I can't remember what overs it was, but to lose 3 in the middle, I thought we saved it. Well, not saved it, but got to a really competitive total from where we were.
How are you finding the captaincy, guys? Obviously, there's a lot to juggle out there.
Stressful. More meetings, more mental energy. I'm loving it, though. I've got so much support in this team with both the players and the staff. I've got so much support. I'm learning. I'm loving the opportunity. Love to have Midge back, though. But whenever I get the opportunity to captain, I love it, and I think it helps my cricket side of the game as well. Just the added responsibility, I seem to respond quite well to that.
Did you consider bowling the last over yourself?
No, I didn't want it. Belzy's our death bowler, and she's done it time and time again for us, and it was a no-brainer for me that Belzy was going to bowl the last over, and I've got no doubt that if we had to bowl those last 5 balls that she would have got the job done.
Obviously, Midge has been given every chance to get up for the test, but if she doesn't, how do you feel about captaining in a test?
Not something I've thought about too much, to be honest. I think, everyone's a little bit out of their depth and a little bit out of their comfort zone in Test cricket. We don't play too many Test matches, and it's a little bit foreign to us. So we know white ball cricket back to front and play so much of it. So it's a little bit of a learning game, picking each other's brains and trying to come up with some strategies. And whether I'm captain or vice captain, like I said, there's so much support in this group from our playing group, support staff that, whether it's Midge or myself, I think, we're in great hands and really excited for that game.
Have you felt, Tahlia, that you've been, I'm not going to ask you about the criticism England have had specifically, but have you felt that you've been playing a united type England team this tour?
really hard to measure. We've had so much focus on ourselves this Ashes. We've been really gelling as a group and so focused on ourselves that haven't really taken too much note of what's going on from them. I think the thing that's held us in advantage is we've won some really key moments. England have played some really good cricket at times, but we've just won those key moments that have swung the momentum into our favour in certain games. That's pretty much all I can comment on.
And you mentioned Grace Harris. It was her 50th T20 tonight. Another really good contribution from her. Can you just speak to her, contribution to the team and what it's like having to come into the 11 and now the 11 and how she manages to deal with that?
Grace is the ultimate team player. She doesn't care what role she's playing. She doesn't care if she's running drinks, batting anywhere in the order or where she's fielding. She's the ultimate team player. She's a bubbly personality. We love having her in the side. It's when you got Grace Harris walking out at number 7 to bat, like, you're in pretty good hands. And the way she commentates her batting, the way she is at training, she's a character and she adds a lot of energy to our group. So stoked for her to play 50 games and have a massive contribution for us tonight.
How excited are you to get home to Adelaide and play in front of a home crowd?
I can't wait. As soon as the Ashes came out, first thing I looked at is there a game in Adelaide? We've got that many ticket requests from friends and family, and my favourite ground in the world. So excited to go home and represent my country in my home state.